It might shock you to know nearly 1/3 of homicides in Connecticut are related to domestic violence. That upsetting new statistic comes from the state's crime report for 2025. And your reporter, Katie Cohen, has the response now from domestic violence advocates who say more has to be done.
It happens behind closed doors, and you never know who could be affected by it. Domestic violence is a continuous problem in Connecticut, according to the state's newest crime report. It found nearly 1/3 of homicides in 2025 were related to domestic violence. Behind the report is Michael Mascari, the chief data officer at the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection.
Domestic violence-related homicides are taking up a larger and larger share of our total murder in the state. And what we're seeing over the past few years is a decrease in homicides, but no decrease in domestic violence homicides.
The report found there were over 15,000 reported domestic violence incidents in 2025. That's slightly down from the year before, but violent incidents like homicide, stalking, strangulation, and kidnapping increased. Most victims are women aged 25 to 44, but this year, the number of victims under 25 increased.
I don't necessarily know if this increase in younger victims is because younger victims are being targeted more, or if it is perhaps because younger people are just more likely to report.
The report also says domestic violence is happening more in dating or former relationships rather than current marriages. These are statistics Mary Jane Foster sees in real life every day at the Interval House in Hartford. Foster believes domestic violence is underreported due to the lack of knowledge and fear.
It's about one person's need to control another person. So if you begin to hear things like, "You're going to wear that, where are you going?" That is the beginning of a controlling situation, and it almost always escalates.
The Interval House works with domestic violence victims on their legal cases and offers protections through a safe house. They also coach family and friends of victims on how they can help.
For heaven's sakes, don't say, "Why don't you just leave?" There are 1,000,001 reasons why people don't leave abusive relationships. Just be there.
Beyond personal support, state data officials hope these numbers spark a broader roadmap for community intervention.
I'm hoping that with this report, we get better awareness for community advocacy groups. I hope that we get to be able to communicate this data to public health and primary care professionals.
To help prevent more domestic violence incidents, the state passed legislation this year that aims to improve the domestic violence statewide reporting system. Advocates say that will help track repeat offenders and ultimately save lives. There is a 24/7 domestic violence hotline number on your screen right now. You can also find it on the WFSB app. I'm your reporter in Middletown, Katie Cohen, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.